buddy. She's abstinent or celibate for you. For you. If the right dude come along, she is no longer abstinent. She's not celibate. She's not waiting on nothing.
Hey, fellas, when a woman tries to tell you that she's celibate, she's using that as a manipulation tactic to try to use you and manipulate you.
Alrighty, today we have all women are
I've been celibate for 2 years. I've been celibate for 1 year. I've been celibate for 3 years. But you are masturbate.
Just a word of advice out there to y'all, man. If a woman tells you that she's abstinent or celibate and it's not for religious reasons, I got some news for you, buddy. She's abstinent or celibate for you. For you. If the right dude come along, she is no longer abstinent. She's not celibate. She's not waiting on nothing. She only making you wait. Right? Now, I'm not advocating that everybody be thotting around and busting it open. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if a woman tells you that she's celibate and it's not for religious reasons, it's just because she just got a feeling that she want to be, she is about to run you through the mud, buddy. She's going to use you because what you're hearing is, oh, I'm celibate. Oh, she's not a bop. No. If a woman tells you that she's celibate and it's not for religious reasons, it's because her decision making on men has been so poor that she had to opt out of sex altogether. I don't think you heard me. I'm gonna say this again. It means that her ability to choose men has been so poor that she had to opt out of giving up buns entirely. Okay? Which means she's about to use you for dates and affection and time until she comes around a dude that makes her not want to be celibate no more. Then you're cooked, and then she's gonna bust it open for Brody, and you've been taking her out whining and dining her, and you've been getting you got hoed. You're asking yourself, Dazon, why would you say this? How'd you know this? Because it's happened to me. It happened to me before. Shorty told me I'm celibate, I'm this, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking that sounds great, fantastic. I mean, honestly, I can wait till marriage. I don't even care. Flashbacks. Buddy, she's giving up buns to the first dude that make the kitty purr. I'm telling you, buddy.
What I find really shocking is the amount of men that finds it very difficult to believe that women can decide, women can choose not to have sex. I mean, women can decide to go celibate. Hello guys, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time. So guys, in this video, that is what we are going to be discussing. Men are out here crashing out, saying that it's unbelievable for a woman to choose not to have sex, like for women to go celibate. According to them, they are saying that a woman that decides to go celibate is because she had a very poor choice of choosing men. Anyway, they said a lot of things. That is what we are going to be discussing in this very video, guys. If you agree with them or you do not agree, kindly drop your opinion at the comment section, guys. Let's dive in.
Alrighty, today we have all women are Title's pretty straightforward today. So, 99% of women are somebody, right? And now the question is, if it's not you, it's somebody else. And I know what you're thinking. No, not my girl. She told me that she's celibate. And that's a whole nother load of bullshit, right? All of these women are out here fucking somebody. And if that somebody is not you, don't let that fool you into thinking that she's just doing nothing, sitting at home, hanging out, right? And now, could there be a woman that's not fucking anybody? Sure, I'm sure there's a bunch. But if you get in this mindset, you won't get caught lacking because you'll already be assuming it. That way, if it ever comes to that, you're not caught off guard, right? Preparing yourself for the worst, you can only go up from there, right? So if she told you she's celibate, good one. Yeah, probably not. So, because we operate off of a balance of probabilities, actually, we need to go back here. I know what you're thinking. Oh, but she told me that she's celibate. Yeah. Good one. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, you're definitely celibate. Here we operate on a balance of probabilities, right? If 9 out of 10 girls are fucking and 1 is not fucking, you may have to give up that 1 and just think that she's fucking 2, right? You don't want to be sitting here thinking 9 out of 10 girls aren't fucking, because otherwise you're delusional, right? So you're preparing yourself for the worst here. If you think everyone's fucking, it can only go up from there, right? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk today. See you at the same time again tomorrow.
But why is he so mad, though? Why are you mad about this?
Many of you know who need to hear this, but your celibacy is not a flex. It's a trauma response. And many of you are so traumatized that you call yourself
He was denied coochie.
being celibate when you're really disassociating and really operating in a place of a wound. And
I have yet to see a woman make an entire video talking about a man's nether regions and what he chooses to do with them. You know, you're not using it because it's a trauma response. You need to go get some therapy. Are you okay, sir? People have autonomy to their own bodies. Are you good? What? This is the strangest thing, and it's really creepy. Listen.
I've been celibate for 8 years. 8 years dry coochie.
Now, I can't tell whether he likes men or women. I can't tell. But, like, it's seeming like maybe it's women. And if that's the case, somebody denied it from him. Like, oh, you know, I've been celibate for a while. I'm not really ready. And he's mad about it. To be that mad that now you have to come attack all the women in the world who choose celibacy, it's just very strange. Just to even talk about a woman's body part and what she chooses to do with it, I'm just not understanding this. It's so weird. This is just men trying to control women. It's just dressed up as, I don't even know what this is. Mocking, it's just controlling. To be so concerned about what a woman does with her body is wild. You're upset because somebody won't give it to you. You're upset because women don't want to give it to the collective, who probably don't even deserve it. It's just, I really don't even know. You tell me what you think about this. It's just creepy to me. That's all I see is creepiness.
8 years of harboring hurt. 8 years of avoiding healing. 8 years.
8 years of not giving it up to any man. And so maybe he's concerned that, oh, well, if she did it for 8 years, she's going to teach all the other women to do it for 8 years. And then all the coochie's going to be gone.
Of getting your shit together. Being celibate is not a flex.
I don't know any woman who flexes celibacy. I don't know any women who just go around talking about it. Most people who actually do share it will share it after they're married or something like that. Or maybe they just wanted to just share it to help somebody else out who's going through something. But that's not really something women talk about. That's not something you go on a date and you're just like, oh my god, well, it's been forever, so you're not gonna get it, but it's gotta be. It's not like that. Like, nobody talks about that. Some women do come online, but that's a few. Whenever people talk about things online, they're just a little louder because they're the ones speaking about it. But for the most part, you'll never know. So why is he so bent out of shape?
It's a trauma response. Go get healed.
Again, I don't know what he's upset about, but like, I don't think anybody needs to be healed to know to stay away from men like this. He kind of said everything you needed to hear and not experience.
Hey, fellas, when a woman tries to tell you that she's celibate, she's using that as a manipulation tactic to try to use you and manipulate you. If a woman is not a virgin, don't fall for that BS. When she was in her prime years, just giving her box away to any man, she didn't make them wait. So why should you have to wait? And women that normally do this, especially like women in their late 30s, 40s, and 50s, they use this tactic because they know they hit a wall and they know no men that value themselves are going to take them serious. If it's a man that she really likes and she's very attractive to him, she's not going to make him wait. She's not going to scream celibacy. That celibacy going to go out the window. Stay woke.
Crazy part for me in celibacy is that people will say they are being celibate, right? You hear motherfuckers who say, I've been celibate for 2 years. I've been celibate for 1 year. I've been celibate for 3 years. But you are masturbating. What kind of celibacy is that one? Is that how they celibate? Practice that. But you telling me, like, maybe that sexual discipline is giving you some superpowers. Man, fuck that shit. If you stay celibate or you retain your semen for as long as you want to do it, and you cannot fly, or you cannot teleport, or you cannot use it to manifest millions to land, or you cannot use that power to remove bad governance, man, fuck that shit. I understand it's okay to discipline yourself, but telling me all that bullshit like the elevations, the karasi, get the fuck out of here.
Women would rather be celibate for the rest of their lives than to ever spend time with us. What have we done? At this point, I feel like we've ruined everything. She would rather hang out with God all day isolated than to ever want to hang out with us again.
Ladies, tell a man you're celibate until marriage and watch how funny he get with you. I was waiting for somebody to come out with this comment because I told my friend this about 5 or 6 years ago. She said, well, I don't know if you really like me or this, that. I said, tell him you're celibate until marriage. And watch, give it a week to a month. And still, hey, you want to go out on a date and this, that? Because when some people spend money and they realize like, oh, I'm not going to get any sexual benefit from this, they will get real funny with you. Now, this is not all. This is some, obviously. But watch, you will quickly, within a month, know, ooh, this person really does not actually like me. They want what I can give them in that kind of way. Because some men will actually want to get to know you. Oh, okay, you're celibate to marriage. Well, I respect that. Hey, you want to get to know each other? Maybe we can date for marriage. And that's cool. That's perfectly fine. But then you got some others that will sit there and be like, ooh, well, I can go find something else. And then stay blessed.
I just watched this woman's video and she was giving her dating experience here in 2026. She said she was dating a guy and she told him that she was celibate. The guy inquired about her celibacy and she said, that's just something she doesn't want to just share with just anybody, basically. And the guy said, that's exactly how I feel about my finances. People in the comments were saying male financial celibacy. And I think that's absolutely hilarious. This must be a new thing. Please, like, how do you do that? Do you wait 90 days before you actually pay for a meal? Or do you wait until you're married to actually pay for a date? I'm just curious how this is working out for you, fella.
Ladies, if a man says he's financially celibate, how would you take that? Because to me, off rip, it sounds funny, but the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Because we all know in the dating world, a woman bases her worth for a man on how much he may really like her based off of sexual attraction. And a woman might go out with a guy and be like, you know what? I wonder if this guy really likes me, or does he just want to sleep with me? So she's not going to sleep with him at first, so she could try to gauge whether or not he really likes her or not. A man, his value is based off of his financial situation. So he could be like, you know what? Does this woman really like me? Is she jacking, or does she only like me for my money? Or is she only trying to go out on dates because she knows she's going to get a free dinner or drinks or whatever, but it's not going to go anywhere past that. So until I can figure that out, I'm financially celibate. But imagine that though. You're on your third date and the man's like, yo, you know what? This is going really well. You're cool. I like you. But I'm still a little bit uncomfortable. I'm still trying to figure out where this might go. So until then, I pay my half of the meal. You pay yours. That does sound wild, but it does make sense. And again, just so we're clear, I don't condone this. I think if a man asks a woman out, he should be paying the bill. But as far as understanding, it does sound funny, but there is some truth to it, and it does hold a little bit of water. But what do y'all think? You feel me?
That surprises me the most in the points that most men gave here is that they find it very difficult to believe that a woman can decide to go celibate. According to some of them, they say that that is a lie, that no woman can decide to just go celibate like that, that believe it or not, that she is giving it out to other men. She's only celibate just for you. Maybe because she do not like you, that is why she's saying that she's celibate. That if another man comes along, that man, she finds the man very attractive, she will decide to give it out to the man. Meaning she is not celibate, but she is just not ready to give it to you. Like, so you mean that you do not believe that a woman can decide to abstain from having sex? Like, you do not believe that there's a woman out there that just decide, that just chose not to go or not to engage in that activity just because of she do not want, because it's her body and she do not want to give it out, not because she's trauma responding or she's having a poor choice of choosing a good man, or she has experienced 1 or 2 heartbreak before. She just want to just abstain, maybe because of her religion, or because of her belief, or because of herself, of maybe that is just what she wants at that particular time or that particular phase in her life. You do not believe, you find it very difficult. Is that how most of you, or should I say some of you men, see women? Like, you feel women cannot decide for themselves what they want? You feel women don't have choice to make decision about her own body? Like, I don't know, guys. For me, this is so disheartening. Anyway, guys, let's continue.
I just came home from date number 6 with the millionaire. And I just really need to let you guys know that I'm celibate. And he doesn't know that. A lot of men that came in my life within this 1.5 years does not know that I am celibate. And I plan on keeping it that way. Over the years, I've noticed when you tell a guy that you're celibate, that doesn't make him want to stay. Okay? And it doesn't make him want to spend money either. I know 9 times out of 10, they probably think that we're lying. When they start realizing that we're not lying, within the week or 2, they get turned off and the money goes. So, here's some advice to the girls that celibate. That journey should be for you and you only to know. I'm a content creator, so obviously I'm spreading awareness. I do not think you guys should be going around telling men that you're celibate. Whether you're a gold digger like me or you're dating for love. I think you should keep that to yourself. Because that guy is going to constantly keep pushing and pushing. And when he doesn't get it, he's going to leave. You want them to think they're going to get it. Every time. Make them feel like they're going to get it. But they're not. I've been dating this man for 1 month. He took me on 6 dates. Has spent over $8,000 on me. Has ran errands for me. Has did little favors for me. And he doesn't even know that I'm celibate. He think I'm playing hard to get. I constantly make him feel like he's going to get it. I don't give him a specific time or a date. I just tell him, I can't wait to get you soon. And that kept him and is still keeping him chasing me. So, like I said, do not let people know that you're celibate if you're dating them. Okay? Keep your mouth shut. Just like your legs.
Women's celibacy or abstinence in relationships is never taken seriously. Did you see the Pop the Balloon challenge where the girl goes, I'm going to be celibate until marriage? One Crocodile Dundee was like, so what makes you think when we get into a relationship, you're still going to be celibate? She goes, because of my faith in God. It's because you are so entitled to a woman's body something as little as boundaries. Allow it. She's gonna move from me. When she comes in contact with me and my ujia, she's gonna bend from me. What the actual fuck? The fact that you see a woman's celibacy as a challenge is why I say rape culture is literally embedded in every aspect, in everything. A woman's religious relationship with her God is just she just hasn't met man's ujia. She just hasn't touched man's ujia. She's gonna fuck me. What? You're disgusting. You don't respect. How can you say you want to protect women when you don't even respect women? You don't respect women's choices. You don't respect women's boundaries because you're like, nah, you don't mean it because you don't mean it for me. It's genuinely disgusting and it is rapey. It is rapey. Why would you enter into a relationship with a woman who is celibate and abstinent, knowing that you are not celibate or abstinent? What do you think's gonna happen when push comes to shove? Huh? What do you think is gonna happen when you're like, actually, yeah, I wanna have sex and you're gonna give me sex? Come on now.
Why does every man I talk to find it so shocking or think that I'm lying that I'm like high-key celibate right now? Like, just because I'm a baddie yaddy yaddy doesn't mean my punani's open for anybody. And I think men have this misconception that, like, baddies or whatever can get anyone. But it's like, we don't want just anyone. And that is why the girlies are born-again virgins.
Dating men in this current climate is risky business because the hatred that men have for women is very unique. Normally, when you hate someone, you avoid them, you leave them alone, you go about your life, right? But men hate women and still feel this very strong sense of entitlement to women's bodies, to sexual access to women. I saw this meme right here and I was like, nobody's asking you to marry all the women you sleep with. I mean, hookup culture is a thing. People are sleeping with each other left, right, center. I do not recommend it, but it is what it is. You cannot police anybody. And nobody's asking you to commit to every woman that you sleep with, right? Some women also want casual, but it's just flowers, bro. It's just flowers. If you feel like somebody you're going to do such an intimate act with doesn't even deserve flowers or chocolate or anything that is so cheap to obtain at the grocery store, but you still want to put your private part in them, that is very telling. That is very telling. It shows that men do not see sex with women as anything meaningful. They see it as a conquest, as throwing a bomb in enemy territory, literally. They see it as something that degrades you. They see it as taking trash to the dumpster. And for this reason, I believe that this is a very good time for most women to become celibate. Ladies, it's a good time to lock it up because they want access to your punani. They even feel like they need it. They feel like they deserve it. But at the same time, they do not want to respect you. They do not value you. They don't even think that you deserve basic kindness because it's just flowers, bro. It's just flowers. If you're going to be sleeping with someone, there should be at least some level of basic decency, human regard, you know. But men would hate you and still sleep with you. They will go to the next available place where they know that punani is available without caring who the punani belongs to. They don't care about the person. They just see access to shoot a bomb, to throw their trash in a dumpster. They don't see women as human beings. They see women they see you as a whole. They have a very high level of hatred for women whilst they're being committed to pursuing women's body and sexual pleasure with women. Ladies, it's time to lock it up. Lock up the store, lock it up. And if you feel the urge, handle it solo because we're living in very dire times and you will be shocked how many men actually think like this.
As someone who is celibate, I can tell you right now, a lot of these lustful guys that you're seeing in the dating world were harmed as children, and you need to stay away from them. Celibacy has really helped me because it has enabled me to sift through men who are a bit more genuine compared to men who are really just out here to beat and get a quick lay to tell their friends because they are more interested in impressing their friends than forming deep, meaningful connections. And the sad thing is, a lot of these guys who are lustful, they are dying and they are desperate for emotional connection. They really, really are. Like, as someone who is not out here, someone who's celibate, I can tell you they are desperate for emotional connection. But because that is not what they've been socialized to believe about themselves, they lie to themselves that getting a quick B is what they're really looking for and what they need to feel like a man. One thing my father said about lustful men is that they will always struggle with self-control and discipline. The discipline that they lack with lust and with, that, it will spread to other areas. That lack of discipline will spread to work, it will spread to their friendships, it will spread to their intimate relationships, their family. Part of bodily autonomy for me is being able to say, no. The coochie can prove, but the coochie is also closed for business.
You know what I was thinking? Would men still date women if they couldn't have access to their bodies?
Oh, as a woman who's been celibate for almost 7 years, if you tell a man that sex is not on the table, he does not want to date you. I've begun to realize that the entire premise around dating and relationships is so that men can have access to women's bodies without paying for them. There's 2 types of currencies that men believe that women accept: money and attention. And a relationship or marriage is a special type of privileged attention that a man trades for ultimate access to your body. So a man is either going to pay you like a prostitute, or he is going to pay you with the privilege or the specialty of being a wife or girlfriend in trade for access to your body. You think about society and the way the society is set up, beauty culture, the slut shaming, upholding women's virtue, body count conversation, making the female body immoral. It all exists so that women will feel specialty of being a wife or a girlfriend. Society didn't praise women in relationships, specifically married women. We didn't put married women on a pedestal, right? Especially when we're talking about having children, right? We understand the whole baby mama critique and how we talk down on women who are not married, who have children. This shame did not exist in society. This policing would be no privilege of being a wife or a girlfriend, right? It's a social currency that is given to women instead of just giving them money to give away their time, their loyalty, and their sexual being in trade for a man 9 times out of 10 who ain't doing too much for you, unless you're a really put up housewife talking about millionaire status, man with lots of money who quite literally worships the fucking ground that you walk on, who doesn't make you put up a fucking finger. A false sense of privilege. It's a false sense of specialty. This is why men hate women on social media, because the truth is that women do like affection, right? Women do like attention. Women feed off of social currency, social energy, and men hate that women can feed into themselves or that other men can feed into it to them through social media. Now the energy that women exclusively got from boyfriends and husbands has been expanded to the social currency of the internet. The conversation is shifting, so they have to employ shame and ostracization tactics. I mean, this is like white supremacy 101. You're probably like, what does this have to do with white supremacy? Everything. Like, this has everything to do with white supremacy. I don't feel like explaining it right now, but it's pretty simple. Shame, fear, and isolation are assimilation tactics and subjugation tactics for white supremacy without employing violence. Oh, we can talk about that later.
I saw Jackie Aina's video about being celibate for 4 years, and I've been celibate for 7 years, at least going on 7 in November. And what I've learned is that without the brain fog of being under sexual spells, men are not worth the hassle. Like, you will realize really quickly that men are really not offering you anything besides sex. And a lot of the things that men are offering you are under the promise of sex, right? So if you're not offering sex, then none of those things are to be offered. And fuck like dates and gifts. I've had men take like general human kindness and friendship off the table if no sex was being offered. A lot of men think very little of women, and without sex, a lot of men find women to be useless. Like, there's no need to have women in their lives. So I find my life like incredibly peaceful without men. Like, incredibly peaceful. No drama, no headaches, like no nothing.
And realizing that like 75% of the drama in my life was surrounding around men was such a profound revelation. And ever since I've stopped giving men the time, because like I'm not even in dating phase, like I'm not even dating. I simply do not care. A man has never done anything for me. And when I say anything, I mean any man, any type of man, dad, brother, cousin, uncle, let alone dating man. A man has quite literally never done nothing to me. A man has never been useful, period. I've never had a useful man. I don't even know what a useful man would comprise of. Not that I think all men are useless. I've seen women with useful men. And like I have male friends who I know could be of use. They just haven't been of use to me. And not even to say that I don't have good relationships with some men. Like I have great platonic male friends who I think that they would be useful in a romantic partnership. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. I think requiring anything out of men in a romantic capacity, and like I said, not all men, but most men, is frivolous. They have not been conditioned to be romantic, unfortunately. Average man knows nothing about chivalry. Most of them don't even know basic human decency. So to expect romance out of a man is just beyond their scope. At least the average man. But that's exactly why I'm celibate, because I am not, or abstinent, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. But that's exactly why I am not looking for the average man, period. Because the average man is not offering anything but hard dick. Another thing that I realized is I never even really liked sex that much. Like that's something that I realized. I wasn't even really into sex. I never gave a fuck about sex. I was having sex to find intimate partnership and then still wasn't getting it. So for me, like, I'm really not missing anything, right? Because I'm not enjoying sex, not enjoying the company of a man. I was putting in way too much work into relationships and getting nothing back. So yeah, like, I'm extremely, like, at peace. 9 times out of 10 with a man, I was feeling lonely anyway. So it's like, at least I'm actually alone instead of feeling alone while engaging in one-sided partnership with men. Anyway, I don't know.
I just watched a video of a man saying that people who are celibate have removed lust from their lives. And in removing that lust, they've realized that most people have nothing to offer them. As a former madam who made a lot of money dealing in lust, I think this only applies to men. When a man goes celibate, it's because he's removing the lust, because he has to control his lustful urges. But most women are not lustful. They're not dating for that intent. They're looking for love. So when a woman goes celibate, it's because she's given up. It's because she's had enough of the inconsistent men, the men who don't follow through, the men who make promises and then disappear. She's had enough of keeping her standards low because men really can't meet those standards. It's because she's had enough of mommying men, of having to overgive. She's just given up. And during that period of celibacy, most women are working on themselves. They're healing from their trauma. They're trying to build generational wealth. They're relishing in the peace they have in their lives. That's when they realize that most people have nothing to offer them. Leave me a comment below and let's get into it.
When you choose celibacy, you are choosing self-discipline. You are choosing peace. You are choosing clarity. And yes, you end up getting closer and closer to God. You end up having a higher vibrational frequency that not only you notice, but other people around you notice it as well. Sexual energy exchange is a very, very real thing. And it can be very powerful. And it can also be extremely destructive to your health, to your mental health, but above all, to your spiritual health. Choosing to abstain, choosing celibacy would be the best decision that you could ever make for yourself. For me personally, I am 18 months on the celibacy train, and it has provided me with so much peace, so much happiness, so much energy, so much clarity, a lot more of a high vibrational frequency, a lot more knowledge, a lot more understanding, a lot more closer in my relationship with God, a lot more self-discipline, self-awareness, self-respect, self-worth. I have seen a huge improvement within myself, and I look around at other people that have also made this choice, choosing to remain celibate. And what that also means is not dating, no desire to date, basically focusing on yourself, on your journey, on your healing, and completely detaching from all soul ties from your past. You will start to see a transformation within yourself. Physically, your appearance, you'll start to glow. You will start looking brighter. You'll start feeling lighter. There is no dense energy weighing heavy on your shoulders. You are more focused on your goals. You are a lot more focused on your relationship with Christ. There is nothing clouding your judgment. There is nothing fogging up that clarity within you. In fact, when you remain celibate, you gain such a profound clarity within yourself. So I cannot promote celibacy enough. It is the best decision that you will ever make. Each to their own, but sexual energy exchange, it can cause so many problems. If you are not married, if you don't have a husband or a wife, and you are just casually exchanging your sexual energy with different partners, or with that one partner, and you have no idea how many partners that particular partner has had, you are really putting yourself at risk. You'll end up with serious depression, a lot of anxiety, your emotions are all fogged up, your clarity is all fogged up, your judgment is all fogged up. You end up in a very, very dense, dark place within your spirituality as well. Lack of spiritual growth. You're putting your physical health in harm's way. There's a lot that can go wrong with that. You have to be very choosy and very careful who you give your sexual energy to. It's a gift and it should be treated as sacred. Celibacy is the way. I'm telling you guys. Trust me.
Y'all know the women that I love and respect so much? It's those women that be like celibate and they just not giving it up to these men. I love y'all real bad. Y'all are literally one of the smartest type of women in the world. Because guess what? These men don't deserve it. If you see how these men talk about us, how they view us, how they see us, they use us as objects. They just use us in general. They sexualize us. They do so many things when it comes to our bodies and stuff, to the point where it makes you not want to do nothing with them. And when I see women that be standing on business like, yeah, I don't be doing nothing with these men. I'm not laying down with no men. I'm going to make it hard for them. Good job, sis. Yes. We definitely love that, okay? Because at the end of the day, these men don't really value it like that any goddamn way. You get what I'm saying? Most of the times you give it to them, they talking about it to their friends and stuff, or you give it to them, now all of a sudden it's all they see you at. They don't appreciate you because they're so blinded by the physical part of you. And then it's like if you do something with them, like they turn into terrible people that makes you regret doing it. It's just so many things. And the ones that try to get you pregnant and trap you. When it comes to the physical, and I see that women are really like standing on business with that, I'm proud of y'all. Like, I really from the bottom of my heart feel like these men do not deserve it. Period.
And some of them are even saying that it's not a flex. If you decide to go celibate, it's not a flex. Like, I don't understand. This is our body. And if she chooses to flex with it, like she's proud of being celibate, how is that your business? Like, how is that your business? I don't know why some men are so eager. Like, I don't know the word to use it. Suppress women or subdue women or contain women. I don't know the right word to use. Like, you always want women to dance to your tune. You always want women to do what you believe that is right. You always want women to have the same ideology with you. It's not always like that. This is her body. She can choose to keep it for herself. I don't get it. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think at the comment section. Do you agree with their points? Anyway, guys, let me know at the comment section. Let me leave you guys here. Till I come your way again next time, guys. Remain blessed and bye.